Hi dear, welcome back to Timeless Wisdom. Let me ask you, has this ever happened to you? You walk into a room and suddenly pause, thinking, wait, what was I looking for? Maybe you were searching for your glasses, a beloved book, or perhaps just a quiet moment to yourself. If you're anything like me, a lot of your time has gone into caring for those around you. You've balanced appointments, prepared meals, made memories, and maybe handled your share of heartache too. Along the way, that special place you call home, your sanctuary, might have slowly started to feel less soothing and more stressful. Today, I want to gently change that. Over the next half hour, I'm going to walk you through 10 simple, loving habits that can help bring ease and grace back into your home. Not rules, not perfection, just soft, thoughtful shifts that make a real difference, especially for women like us. These are habits that help me feel more grounded, less frazzled, and more at home in my own space again. And if you stay with me through the end, I'll share the quiet little secret that truly changed everything for me. So, make yourself comfortable. Pour a warm cup of tea if you like. This time is for you. Empathy and hope. As we grow older, something shifts. Our home becomes more than just a place where we live. It becomes our sanctuary, a space that holds our memories, our quiet moments, and the evidence of a life well lived. Every corner, every shelf tells a story. Some bring us joy, some bring us stress. You might notice little piles forming, papers on the table, clothes on the chair, drawers that never seem to close just right. You tell yourself, I'll get to it later. But somehow, later never feels like the right time. That's okay. You're not lazy, you're not messy, you're just tired and maybe a little overwhelmed. And you know what? That's completely understandable. The truth is, we don't need a perfectly decorated house. We don't need to live up to some magazine image or follow complicated systems. What we do need is a home that works with us, not against us. A space that supports our rhythm, honors our energy, and helps us breathe a little easier. That's why I'm not here to give you chores. I'm here to offer you kindness in the form of small, thoughtful habits that can create more space, more calm, and more joy in your everyday. Are you ready? Let's take that first gentle step together. Habit number 1, the 3-second comfort rule. Think of all the little things you use every day. Your glasses, the TV remote, your favourite pair of cozy socks, your keys. Now ask yourself, how long does it take to find them when you need them? If the answer is more than 3 seconds, it might be time for a gentle shift. I call this the 3-second comfort rule. It's simple. Anything you use daily should be stored within 3 seconds of where you naturally reach for it. Not where it looks pretty, not where you think it should go, but where your hands instinctively go looking. Let's start with your reading glasses. Where are they usually when you need them? If you're like me, maybe they travel from the bedroom to the living room to the kitchen and back again. That's fine. But pick one of those spots and make it the spot. Place a little dish or soft cloth on that table. That's your glasses home now. Same goes for your keys. Do you always end up looking in your purse, by the couch, and maybe the bathroom counter too? Choose the most natural drop-off point, say a hook by the front door or a small tray on your entry table, and make that their permanent home. Your brain will quickly catch on. The beauty of this rule is how it removes daily friction. Every second spent searching adds a tiny drop of stress to your day. You may not even notice it at first, but over time it builds. By making small, thoughtful changes, you're gifting yourself tiny moments of calm and control. And those add up too. Remember, this isn't about being perfect. It's about being kind to yourself. The next time you can't find something, don't blame yourself. Just ask, how can I make this easier for next time? Then move the item closer. 3 seconds or less, that's the sweet spot for comfort. Habit number 2, the 15-minute peace routine. Here's a little truth most people don't talk about. A clean house isn't built in a day. It's built in minutes, 15 at a time to be exact. The 15-minute peace routine is my favourite habit because it feels like a gift to yourself, not a chore. The idea is simple. Instead of trying to clean your whole house in one exhausting stretch, you give just 15 minutes each day to gently care for one space. Let's say Monday is for your kitchen. You might wash the dishes, wipe the counters, and put away stray items. Not everything. Just what you can do in 15 minutes, then stop. Tuesday, you move to the bathroom. Wednesday, maybe the bedroom. You get the idea. 15 minutes may not sound like much, but it creates momentum. You begin each day with a small win. You finish it. Habit number 3. One gentle goodbye each day. Clutter doesn't happen overnight, it sneaks in piece by piece, often through love or habit. A gift we felt too guilty to let go of, a receipt we meant to file, a shirt that hasn't fit in years, but we keep just in case. That's why this next habit is so powerful in its simplicity. Every single day, let go of just one thing. I call it one gentle goodbye. You don't have to overhaul your closet. You don't need a garbage bag or donation box. At least not yet. All you need is a quiet moment, perhaps with your morning coffee, to scan your space and choose one item you no longer need. It could be a chip mug, a magazine from last spring, a cardigan that hasn't left the hanger in 2 winters, or that plastic lid you've been saving, hoping one day to find the matching container. By letting go of just one thing a day, you avoid overwhelm. You gently build momentum. 30 days from now, that's 30 items gone. In a year, it's over 300. That's entire drawers, shelves, and even closets made lighter, one simple choice at a time. And here's the real magic. Every time you release something that no longer serves you, you create space. Not just physical space, but mental space, emotional breathing room, a quiet kind of freedom. You're not throwing things away. You're saying thank you and goodbye. You're honouring what has served its purpose. You're making room for clarity, for calm, and for what truly matters to you now. And isn't that the kind of home you deserve? Habit number 4. The 3-box clarity system. Let's talk about drawers, closets, that mysterious shelf in the hallway. We all have them. The places where miscellaneous things go to live and stay and multiply. You open it with the best intentions and close it a minute later feeling defeated. That's where the 3-box clarity system comes in. This habit helps you make decisions without stress or guilt. It brings order to spaces that feel impossible, and best of all, it's so simple you can do it sitting down with a cup of tea. Here's how it works. Whenever you're ready to organise, be it a drawer, a shelf, or an entire closet, gather 3 boxes or bags. Label them clearly as follows. Keep, bless for items to donate, and let go for items to discard. That's it. Then, one by one, take each item in the space and ask yourself just 3 questions. 1. Have I used this in the last 6 months? If yes, it likely goes in the keep box. 2. Is this still in good condition but I no longer use it? That's a blessing item. Someone else could really benefit from it. 3. Is it broken, outdated, or beyond repair? If so, it's time to let go. This system helps you avoid the trap of indecision. No more holding an old blouse and wondering, but what if I wear it again someday? You already know the answer. Trust yourself. Start small. A sock drawer, a makeup bag, that one kitchen junk drawer we all pretend doesn't exist. Let it be easy, let it be quiet. Take breaks when you need to. There's no rush. When you're done, only put the keep items back neatly, intentionally. Then take the bless bag straight to your car or near the door. You're not just giving things away, you're giving someone else a little more comfort and joy. And those let go items, release them with gratitude. They served you once, now they can let you breathe. This habit isn't about throwing your life away, it's about clarifying it. One choice, one box, one small space at a time. Habit number 5, the if it takes less than 15 minutes, do it now trick. This is one of those habits that might seem too simple to matter until you try it. Here's how it works. If a task will take you 15 minutes or less, do it immediately. Not tomorrow, not after the news, not after you rest a bit, just now. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but sometimes I just don't feel like it. And that's okay. This isn't a rule, it's a tool. It's here to help when you're able. Think of all the tiny things we tend to put off. Folding the blanket back on the couch, putting a few dishes in the dishwasher, hanging up your coat instead of draping it over the chair, picking up the mail and sorting it right away instead of letting it pile up. Each one takes less than 15 minutes. Most take less than 5. But here's the magic. When we delay these small tasks, they pile up and suddenly it's the weekend and the house feels overwhelming. One dish became 5. One paper became a mountain. And our motivation? Gone. Doing something small right away is a quiet form of self-respect. It tells your future self, I've got you. It keeps messes from becoming monsters. And the more you do it, the easier it becomes. This habit doesn't mean you always have to be doing something. Rest is still sacred. But when you feel a little spark of energy, just a bit, use it to clear one tiny thing. You'll be surprised how good it feels afterward. I've even set a timer before, 15 minutes, that's all. Sometimes I tidy the bathroom, other times I finally go through the fridge, and when the timer rings, I'm done. No pressure, no guilt, just a little win. Try it today. Look around your space right now. Is there something that will take less than 15 minutes? Go ahead, I'll wait. Habit number 6, a home for everything. This next habit might just be the foundation of all the others, because when everything has a place, peace has a place too. It's called the home for everything principle, and it simply means this. Every item in your house deserves a consistent, specific place where it lives. Now that might sound obvious, but how many of us have things that wander? Think about your glasses, sometimes on the counter, sometimes on the nightstand, sometimes nowhere to be found. Or your mail. One day it's by the door, the next it's on the kitchen table. These things aren't really lost, they're homeless. When an item doesn't have a home, tidying becomes an endless shuffle. You pick it up, walk around with it, and eventually set it down somewhere, until next time. But once you assign a permanent home to each item, something beautiful happens. Your hands instinctively know where to go. Your mind relaxes, and your daily flow becomes smoother, calmer, more intuitive. Start small. Think about the items you use daily. Your keys, wallet, glasses, medications, charger. Create a consistent, convenient home for each of them. Use a tray, a drawer, a little bowl, whatever works for you. Then commit to always returning those items to that spot every time, no exceptions, for just this once. At first, it'll take a little reminder, maybe even a note taped up nearby that says, "Did you put it back where it lives?" That's okay. You're training your brain in kindness, and over time it becomes second nature. You'll find yourself reaching for something and smiling when it's exactly where it should be. This habit isn't about tidiness for the sake of appearance. It's about building a home that cares for you, a space where you can relax because everything, every little thing, knows where it belongs, just like you do. Habit number 7, the moving grace ritual. Let's talk about movement. Those little moments throughout the day when we naturally move from one room to another, from the bedroom to the kitchen, from the living room to the bathroom, from the hallway to the front door. Now here's the idea. What if every time you moved, you carried just one item with you that needed to go somewhere else? This is what I call the moving grace ritual. It's one of my favourite habits because it doesn't require extra time. You don't need a checklist, a bin, or even a plan. All you do is notice what's out of place in the room you're in and take it with you the next time you head to where it belongs. Let's say you're going from the living room to the kitchen. You might grab that empty teacup from the side table. Heading upstairs? Take the laundry basket with you. Walking past the hallway, tuck that pair of shoes back where they belong. It's so small, but so powerful. We often think of cleaning as a separate event, something we need to block off time for. But with this habit, tidying becomes part of your natural rhythm, a quiet dance between you and your home, one graceful movement at a time. You'll start to notice how these little actions add up. After just a few days, the clutter fades, surfaces stay clear, the house feels lighter, and you never once felt like you were cleaning. It also helps you stay present. You become more aware of your surroundings, more connected to your space, and the act of gently restoring order becomes a kind of mindfulness. You're not just putting things away, you're honoring your space. This habit is especially helpful for those of us who have limited energy. Some days, we don't feel like tackling a whole task, and that's okay. But we can still carry that dish. We can still fold that throw blanket on the chair. You don't need speed or strength. You just need grace. And the beautiful part? Your home begins to reflect that grace right back at you. Habit number 8. Organize by frequency of use. We all have our favourite things. The mug we reach for every morning, the lotion we love before bed, the book we always come back to. Then there are the things we use only now and then. Maybe the turkey platter, the fondue set, or the box of gift wrap. But too often, those everyday items get buried behind the rarely used ones. We end up reaching high, digging low, or pulling out everything just to get to what we need. That's why habit number 8 is all about organizing by frequency of use. It's simple. The more often you use something, the more accessible it should be. This habit brings ease to your daily life. No more bending, reaching, or rummaging. Just flow. Let's walk through an example. In your kitchen, keep the dishes, glasses, and utensils you use every day on the most reachable shelves, eye level or within arm's reach. Save these specialty items, like that holiday serving tray, for the upper shelves or lower cabinets. In your bathroom, the toothbrush, face cream, and medicine you use daily should be right at the front, not buried in a drawer behind old bottles. Items used weekly can sit in the second row. Rarely used items, tuck them away, higher or lower. Even your closet can benefit. Keep your go-to outfits front and centre. Store fancy blouses or seasonal items further back. This small change saves you energy and keeps you moving safely and smoothly. And it does something else too. It shows respect for your routines. It says, "My everyday matters." It says, "I deserve ease." We're not trying to impress anyone with our organisation. We're not trying to live in a magazine. We're simply creating a space that understands us, that supports the life we actually live, not the one we think we should live. And when your environment reflects your reality, beautiful, busy, sacred, you begin to feel more at home in your life. That's what this habit gives you. Not just organisation, but alignment. Habit number 9, the 2-second reset rule. You know those little moments right before you leave a room. You finished your tea in the living room, you're done brushing your teeth in the bathroom, you're heading to bed from the kitchen. That moment, just 2 seconds long, is where habit number 9 lives. It's called the 2-second reset rule, and it's beautifully simple. Before you leave a room, reset one thing. Push in the chair, fold the throw blanket, place the remote back on the table, wipe the sink quickly, hang the towel back on the rack. Each action takes no more than 2 seconds, but over time, this rule becomes a gentle rhythm and your home begins to stay tidy, not because of one big cleaning day, but because of many tiny resets. It's not about perfection. You're not expected to do everything every time, but this little pause, this tiny act of presence, sends a message to your space. I see you, I care for you, and in return, your space cares for you. The 2-second reset rule works especially well in the rooms we use most, like the kitchen, bathroom, and living room. These are the spaces where small messes build fast, but when you reset just one item as you leave, the mess never has time to grow. It also keeps your energy steady. You're never left with an overwhelming pile. You're always just one step ahead. This habit brings peace not just to your space, but to your heart. It helps you feel in control without ever feeling pressured. Sometimes I leave little notes for myself in the beginning, sticky notes with reminders like, "Leave it like you want to find it." And slowly, the habit sticks. It becomes part of your muscle memory, part of your care. You'll begin to feel a soft pride when you walk into a room and see it waiting for you, tidy and welcoming. And you'll know it only took 2 seconds. Habit number 10. Personalize your peace. The secret to lasting organization. Now that we've walked through all these habits together, I want to share with you the quiet little truth that changed how I saw my home and, honestly, how I treated myself. Here it is. Organization is not about perfection. It's not about spotless counters or color-coded closets. It's not even about what works for your neighbor, your sister, or that woman on television. It's about what works for you. That's the real secret. Habit number 10 is about personalizing your peace. Most people fail to stay organized because they try to follow systems that don't fit their lives. Maybe they saw something in a magazine or read a tip online, but it never really stuck. Why? Because it didn't match their routine, their personality, or their energy level. Your home should match you, not the other way around. If you always drop your keys on the kitchen counter, don't try to change the habit. Create a lovely little tray right there for them. If you always toss your sweater on the same chair, make that your soft landing spot and keep it tidy. Adapt the habits to your life. Don't force it. Maybe you don't want to wash dishes every night. That's okay. Just make sure you have enough clean ones to last 2 days and a little rhythm for catching up. Watch your own patterns for a week. When do you feel most energized? What task do you avoid? Where do items naturally collect? Then gently shape your environment around those patterns. That's sustainable. That's loving. When you stop trying to fit into someone else's system, you begin to create a space that truly supports you, your joys, your limitations, your rhythm. And when that happens, your home becomes more than tidy. It becomes a place of trust, a place that honors you just as you are. That, dear friend, is the real beauty of organization. Not control, but comfort. Not pressure, but peace. And you deserve nothing less. We've come a long way together, haven't we? From the first tip to the final secret, I hope you felt more than just organized. I hope you felt seen, encouraged, and reminded that your home and your peace matter. Because the truth is, this isn't really about boxes or routines. It's about you. It's about creating a space that doesn't just look better, but feels better. That greets you with warmth instead of overwhelm. That supports you instead of demanding more from you. You don't need to do everything at once. In fact, I hope you won't. Choose 1 or 2 habits that spoke to your heart. Try them gently. Let them settle in like a favorite old song. Then, when you're ready, come back to this video and try another. Your home will evolve, just as you do, with patience, grace, and a little bit of joy along the way. Now, I'd really love to hear from you. Out of these 10 habits, which one spoke to you the most, or maybe surprised you? Share your thoughts in the comments. I always look forward to reading your stories. Remember, you're not just tuning in. You're part of our Timeless Wisdom community, a wonderful group of women supporting each other to create more peaceful homes and lives, one gentle step at a time. If you found today's video helpful or comforting, please subscribe to Timeless Wisdom for more tips and inspiration. I share new videos every week, each one designed to help you bring a little more calm, comfort and joy into your home. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Until we meet again, may your home feel cozy, your heart stay light, and your days be filled with gentle moments. Take care, and remember, you truly deserve all the peace and happiness life has to offer.